Hi friends, it's Natalie. So glad you stopped by to hang out with me today while I share with you some of my current favorite things. It's been a while since I've done a favorites video. I think the last one I did was back in the holiday season, but over the past several months I've just been keeping a little list of the stuff that has been standing out to me, that I've been really enjoying. A couple of these things are new to me. Some of them I've actually been using, some of them for years, but if it's a current favorite, I think it deserves a spot in my video. I don't make these videos very often, and I have lots of different categories of stuff, from beauty products all the way down to stuff that my kids like, tech gear, home and garden stuff, etc. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Give it a thumbs up if you do. A little bit later on, I have a giveaway for you guys, so you'll not want to miss the details for that. But let's start here in the beauty category. As with all of my favorites videos, nothing here is sponsored. I purchased everything with my hard-earned money. And if you want to check anything out for yourself, I'll have links in the description box. This first thing is a favorite of mine that has been with me for years. This is the Burt's Bees Firming Moisturizing Cream from their Renewal line. I was actually one of the creators that worked on the campaign when they first launched this product over 3 years ago, and I fell in love since day one, and I've continued to repurchase it. I've tried other facial lotions and creams and stuff like that, but nothing, like not even high-end brands have come close to this amazing face lotion. The Renewal line from Burt's Bees has bakuchiol in it, which is a retinol alternative, like a more natural alternative, and it just agrees with my skin so well. I think they actually, I don't know if it's a supply chain issue or if they were thinking about like phasing it out and discontinuing it. It was really, really hard to find for a while there. But then it came back. I purchased it at Target. So I went for, I want to say like 2 months not using it. And oh my goodness, there was such a difference in like the plumpness, the dewiness, the youthfulness, all of those, you know, face cream commercial buzzwords, but it's true. And once I got it back into my life, oh my gosh, the difference, it was like I fell in love with it all over again. This has been such a standout product for me, so I had to share it in this video. Okay, a couple of makeup items specifically. These actually I think got discontinued for a while, but they're back, and I have loved these for so long. In fact, I think I talked about it in a favorites video years ago. This is the ColourPop Just a Tint. They're like lip tints, but they're a bit more pigmented than I would say a tint typically is. But you know me, I use them for more than just a lip product. I use this all over the face. I use it as a blush. I've popped it into my crease just to make this really nice, cohesive, kind of monochromatic sort of look. It's kind of a one and done sort of product for me. I have a couple of shades here. Z Boys is my absolute favorite shade. It's kind of this peachy, pinkish nude color that looks really, really good on my skin tone. And then for the spring and summertime, this shade, it's kind of like a berry pink shade. It's called A Go-Go. It's what I have a very light layer on my lips right now. I'm gonna put some more on. I love the way it wears off. Like, it's quite pigmented when you put it on, and you can even draw like a little line around your lips, but it doesn't wear off in a really patchy way, and it leaves a nice little stain. And then sometimes I'll just pat a little bit from my lips onto my finger and kind of put it up here on the high points of my cheeks. This shade specifically, A Go-Go, it gives a nice, like, it's the color that my skin turns when it's flushed, especially if I'm out in the sunshine. So I think that this is perfect to kind of make that I've been out in the sun working in my garden and I'm flushed look, although most days I don't need this to have that look because I am actually out in the sun in my garden getting flushed. But this is such a beautiful product. I have used the nude sticks, like all over face color sticks before. That's a great product too. It's a little bit more matte and it's way more expensive. So this is a really good drugstore budget option. Speaking of drugstore budget option, this NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. I've been using this, I want to say, for the better part of a year, and you know what, it's on my list almost every time I make a favorites video, but somehow it just doesn't make the cut when I'm editing the video. But this time it's gonna make the cut because it is a product that I keep using over and over again. I actually get questions like, what are the brow products that you use? I already have pretty strong brows thanks to my Italian and Jewish heritage, but I was a victim of the overplucking in the in the early 2000s and I've been working on regrowing my brows, but this helps me fake very fine hair-like strokes into my existing brows just to kind of fill it out a little bit more. But this is also one of those multi-use products. I don't just use it for my brows, but also as like a liquid eyeliner. Fine tip on this, never gets fuzzy or messy, and the product itself is quite long wearing and it's not too red. They have a really great shade range and I love this product. I was buying a more high-end one, I think it was from Urban Decay, and this outperforms it on like every mark. Let's start with this dress. This is from Madewell, and it truly is made very well. Everything that I've had from this brand, like, it lives up to its name. And this little cotton double gauze like muslin dress is no exception. I love this so much. I'm thinking about getting another color. It's definitely more of a pricey piece, well, for me. I'm historically kind of a cheapskate when it comes to clothing, but over the last few years, I've definitely focused on quality over quantity. And now that I have like between 10 and 15 pieces in my entire wardrobe, something that's really good quality that I can actually wear for a few days out of the week is really important to me. And this dress is just so fun and beautiful. It's so comfortable. I deal with chronic abdominal migraines, which are triggered by waistbands. And so things around my abdomen, even bra straps, even underwear, it has to be super loose fitting and non-binding. And this dress has just been so wonderful, and bonus points to it because it has pockets. This can be dressed up or down. It's very, very versatile. It has really nice details. All of the seams are finished off very well, which I appreciate. All of the buttons are really nice and secure and pretty. Man, I have worn this to so many different things. I've even worn it like out in the garden doing chores. It's just one of those pieces. I'm gonna talk about shoes. I have been asked by you guys for an update on these Passion brand, Pashion, like the word fashion, but with a P. But not just the name is clever. These shoes themselves are absolutely genius. They are convertible heels. So right now I have the tiny, like the really short block heel on it, but all you have to do is twist the heel off, take it off, and then there's like a little thing that you can just pop on the bottom to make it flat. No, it doesn't feel weird when it's flat and the front, like the toe area, does not stick up. It flexes beautifully under your feet. Possibilities are endless. So you can have your flat heels, they have stiletto style heels. I have these little cork ones that are really fun and kind of give it that sandal vibe. And then it comes with this little arch support for when you have taller heels. And you literally just pop it on and turn it, and then you have a different style heel. I waited a couple of years after seeing these for the first time. I believe these were on Shark Tank. I think that's when the buzz kind of started with these, and the price tag is definitely more of an investment piece, but oh my gosh, I think they're worth every single penny because they have replaced, I mean, with the 2 pairs that I have, I think when I was first sharing this with you guys in a closet cleanout video, I think I figured out that they've replaced about 6 pairs of shoes. And having worn them several times, I take them to weddings. So you start out the day in a heel, but then when it's time to dance, you turn it into a flat. It's amazing. I wear these at church a lot. I'm on the worship team, and it's a very long day. I'm up at 6 a.m. and I don't get home until afternoon, and I'm on my feet a lot of that time. And so I give myself the option of, you know, maybe wearing a bit of a heel, but then turning it into a flat if my feet are killing me from standing behind the keyboard up there. But even the heeled, like the taller version of this shoe, is quite supportive and comfortable, and I am picky. My feet are picky about shoes. I'm sharing with you sort of the minimalist, boring colors, you know, nude and black, but they have like every color, every combo. They even have like clear, cool looking acrylic heels. If that's your thing, I love this brand so much. I don't see myself ever needing anything different for my dressy shoe collection than what I have with my Passion heels. These are just game changer. 2 bird feeders specifically that I am loving right now. I got them both off of Amazon. First of all, the clear acrylic suction cup bird feeder that we have on our window in our schoolroom. Oh my goodness, this thing has been So much fun. I think I picked this up on Prime Day or something like that, or maybe it was Black Friday. It was like $10 and you fill it with bird seed, and it took a couple of weeks before the birds were bold enough to come right up to the window and eat out of it, but now it's like they're obsessed with it, and we have bird activity on this bird feeder all day long. I've shared this on my Instagram, and I've had some people say like, oh, I could never do that. We'd have bears eat out of it, or the rats would get to it. We've never had that issue where we live, so it is a good fit for us, but just a warning, it may not be a good fit for every living situation, but we have loved it so much. I've also loved the little copper, sort of bronzy copper bird feeder that I have hanging on our lilac tree. This one is so fun because it's kind of a double duty sort of thing. So it's a bird feeder by day, but a lantern by night. It has a little solar panel on the top of it that charges during the daylight. And then once the birds are off in their little birdie homes, at nighttime, a light turns on, and it's just this really nice, gentle sort of orangey glow. And it's pretty to look outside and see it turned on that tree out there. I love this time of the year. There's just new life everywhere, and I'm just loving spending time in my garden. And that's another favorite of mine, are actually some secondhand finds for our garden and like chicken area space that we have behind the garden. We're getting chickens very soon. I'm so excited. We found a secondhand coop on Facebook Marketplace, actually the same day that I found this archway, this like kind of trellis arbor archway that is going to be the entrance gate to our garden. We still have to get it fully installed. It's just kind of sitting there right now. I actually shared this in last week's video. I found this little vintage potting bench table sort of thing. It has like this painted strawberry motif on it it's really faded, and to some people it would look like a piece of junk. But I just think it's super charming, and it's something that I had been wanting either to build or to buy, and finding it vintage is even better for me. And I want to put together kind of like this eclectic cottage garden with a little bit of formality in it. I've got these big hopes and dreams. Got an indoor greenhouse set up right now. But the more plants that I'm starting and the more I'm learning about this process, I would love someday, maybe next year, to get an outdoor greenhouse. That is the dream. I feel like I would just spend all of my time out there. My mom has a great greenhouse at her place, and I know she spends a lot of time out there, as did my grandma Judy. She spent a lot of time in her greenhouse. I just feel like it's in my blood. And someday I will have my greenhouse, but now I am using this indoor one, and it's been so fun to start these plants from seeds and just to see this transformation and this new life. I love it so much, and I've been sharing it in videos recently. So if you just watch my favorites videos when they pop up every once in a while, and you enjoy other content like gardening and stuff like that, then you'll want to check out the last few uploads that I've been doing, because 'tis the season. Okay, on to stuff that I've been enjoying for my kids have been enjoying for themselves. Starting with this. This is the Kids Theology Handbook by Felicia Masonheimer. She has a great ministry called Every Woman a Theologian, which I love so much. Learning so much through her resources, her podcast. She's amazing. But then she has like this little section of her site that's specifically for materials and resources and stuff for kids. Just this sweet little pamphlet, a little short book that has all of these sort of big questions that sometimes can be hard to find the verbiage on a kid's level that they can really understand and continue to grow their relationship with God and His Word. And so this has just been so awesome. We keep it on the dinner table, which I'm realizing I've got some food stains on the back of it, but that is okay, because having it right there for us, we will pick a question or two at dinner time or at breakfast time. Sometimes we'll grab it during our homeschooling like devotion time, and we'll just read it. And it's very bite-sized and easy to digest. Like, is the Holy Spirit the same as Jesus? Why is it hard to do the right thing? Is God everywhere? How can God be three in one? Like these questions that sometimes you just kind of get a little bit sidelined and like, oh, how do I answer that question to a kid? This has just been such a sweet resource. I think this is under $10. And I highly recommend it. It's so cool, and not just for kids, because it has actually sparked really great conversation between Weston and myself, the adults in the family. If you're a new believer, or if you're questioning, if you're wondering, if you're seeking, this would be something really, really good. I have found that kids directed resources for Christian living are really, really valuable to people who are older than kids. So I highly recommend this. Okay, switching gears a little bit, still in the kids category, but let's talk about a toy. I've shared this so many times in my videos, so this will be a repeat to some of you guys who watch my other videos, but oh my goodness, calico freaking critters. These things are just so much fun. Every single person in our family, from Weston down to Haley, who was the one to discover them, we love these sweet little toys. They are just precious. I would say they're also more on the affordable end of the spectrum when it comes to like collectibles and kids' toys and stuff like that. They're very wholesome and sweet. They're actually really easy to find in like large lots on secondhand sites. eBay has been my favorite. I have gone in and found like brand new in the package calico critters. Calico critters, I think across the pond, are called Sylvanian families. That's what they used to be called here in the US as well. They rebranded for some reason. I don't know. I don't really care. They're adorable, they're amazing. My boys love to play with these. They love to set up little scenarios and scenes with their sister. They all play together with these. It's so fun. And a recent thing that they've been loving to do with these is to use an app that I have on my iPad. I'll put the exact app link in the description box for you guys, but it's basically a stop motion video editor app. They have been making these hilarious little calico critter episodes with this stop motion app. I will hear them in the other room, and I mean, I swear they spend hours doing this. They will be just cracking up because you can put little sound effects or music. You can actually do your, like, record your own little voiceover. And it has been just an absolute blast for them to play with the calico critters in this way of like being creative and producing this content that they're making just for their own entertainment. It's just been a hoot. So I had to share that with you guys. Next category that I have, speaking of an app on my iPad, I'm going to share with you a couple of things that I've been loving in the tech category. And this little lapel wireless mic has been amazing, and it is the budget option compared to the DJI brand mic that basically does the same thing. I watched a ton of reviews and finally landed on this one, and it has not disappointed. The battery life on this thing is amazing from the pack itself, and then you can plug the pack in, charge the pack, charge the individual things. I wear a lapel mic. It's actually clipped onto my bra underneath my dress here, and that's usually how I wear it, like under whatever shirt or dress or whatever that I'm wearing. And its receiver is plugged into the microphone jack on the little vlogging camera that I have that I upgraded to, or this DSLR Canon I shoot on the 80D. The model that I got from this brand, Comica, which is a brand that sells on Amazon, it comes with 2 of these clip lapel mics, which is awesome because if I'm sitting down with someone else in a video, Weston and I filmed using these. We walked around the backyard and gave you guys a little tour a couple of months ago, and he was across the yard and it was picking him up as if he was standing right next to the camera, which was amazing. It does everything that I want it to do and more. It's been very easy to use, very straightforward. You take it out and it automatically turns on and connects to each other. I've never had connection issues or anything like that. So if you are looking for a lapel mic, I know this is kind of niche, but I know I have fellow content creators who watch my videos and people who are just getting started. This is a great one. I'm considering getting a second set as a backup. This one is literally less than half the price of its like name brand counterpart, and it's working great. So DJI is the name brand of the microphone, but no one comes close to their drones that they make. And I just wanted to quickly give this is the mini version of the Mavic 2. They have so many different models. Again, I'll link this exact one in the description box, but this was the more budget-friendly option compared to like their bigger, beefier models. And I don't think I would ever need anything more than this. I'm not a super like gear-based creator. I try to get what's adequate for me and not like overkill for what I need. And this drone has just been such fun. It gets beautiful footage. I love flying it out on our property and getting footage of the trees. We brought it with us on vacation a couple of weeks ago when we were in the redwoods, and I got some incredible footage of the trees there. Also the beach. We were able to fly over the water and the beach and get some really fun footage, and it's very user-friendly for flying it. I've had this for over a year now. I've crashed it. I was able to just replace the little propellers on it, which was the only thing that got damaged. It's a workhorse. It does really well. It came with extra batteries. They're super easy to pop in and out and to charge, and I feel like it's just a super user-friendly, all-in-one drone. It just ups the quality of the videos. It just kind of puts it over the edge, and I love it so much. And I had a drone before this one that was really not user-friendly, and it did not take nearly as good footage, and this one has just been so awesome. And last but not least, I want to share with you some creators that I've just been binging their content. I want to send them some love. But before I do that, I want to send you guys some love and share with you how to enter today's giveaway. All of the details are also going to be written in the description box, along with the name of the 2 people who will win it. These days, the scammers in the comments have gotten so crazy. It has made creators not want to even host giveaways, but I saw another creator do it this way, and I think it's super smart. I will only be picking winners by pinning their comment and listing their names in the description box. Pinning comments and listing names are things that only I can do. So if you get someone replying to your comment saying you've won and to like text them on some third-party app, Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever it is, it's not me. It's a fake. They're using my name and my picture. Look for the gray check mark next to my name. Such a stinky, stupid sort of situation to go through, and honestly, it just kind of sucks the life and the joy out of being able to give back to you guys and to say thank you, but I want you to know how extremely grateful I am for each and every one of you. I wish I could pick all of you to be winners. This time it's gonna be 2 of you, but I just want you to know that I am so grateful for this community. You guys have gone above and beyond. In the last couple of months especially, our family has recently gone through a really rough time. We experienced a devastating, tragic loss in my extended family, and you guys have just rallied around. You've offered practical, tangible support as well as words of encouragement and praying for us. You've been super supportive as I've made some changes to my YouTube channel and my upload schedule, and I can't thank you enough. And so I hope this small way of being able to say thank you can express even just a fraction of the gratitude that I have to you guys. So those details again are going to be in the description box of this video, and details about how I'm going to pick a winner will be reiterated in the description box as well, so you can be sure to stay away from the crazy scammers out there. It's just gotten so bad, you guys. But really quick, I want to highlight a few amazing creators here on YouTube. I love these gals so much, and all 3 of them are really different from each other, and they're all in different genres. So I feel like there's something here for everyone. First of all, if you love gardening, if you love all things plants, plant care, information, really like eye candy shots of landscaping and all of the information you could ever want about anything gardening, then Laura from the channel Garden Answer is your girl. She is amazing. She's been doing this forever. I actually remember seeing her videos way back in the day when I had some query about, I think it was hydrangeas or something in our old house, and she is still going strong. She makes the most fun, engaging, informational videos, but they have this laid back sort of vibe that it's so comfortable and cozy to watch. I love her channel so much. The next gal is also a very cozy, fun channel. She cracks me up. Rachel Maksy is amazing. She's like my recent most favorite creator. She's kind of like my guilty pleasure, just happy spot when I just kind of want to veg and watch a video, watch someone do something that I probably would never attempt. She is so craftsy. She sews, she felts cute little woodland creatures, like literally hand felts them. She has the funniest wit. She loves really niche things. She just kind of goes on Jane Austen tangents. She tries hairstyles from different decades or eras, and then everything in between. She's just kind of one of those all-around really fun channels to watch. She uses some old-timey music in her videos that is just such a nostalgic sort of Anamoya joy for me. In fact, I've been actually putting a bit of that into my videos as well. I feel like watching her retro vibes gives me permission to express that side of myself, because many of you may not know, but I am a retro vintage girl at heart. I grew up watching black and white movies, listening to Glenn Miller, pretending I was in the Edwardian or Victorian era, or that I was living in the 1940s or 50s. Like, her channel speaks to me on a very specific level. And if you like the same sort of thing, then you guys will love Rachel's channel. And the final channel that I want to talk about is another one that I go to for laughs. Jaime Stinking French is amazing. Her old nostalgic movie review series has me in stitches. She is just hilarious. I love the way she does sponsorships. Without fail, she's always making me laugh, but also her more serious videos. She does some topical videos, commentary on pop culture, on social media, on content creators, and what it's like to be a content creator. She always is just so spot on with her commentary and her perspective, and she shares in such she just puts you at ease in her videos, and I just really appreciate that about her so much. And I feel like she's just really true to who she is and to herself in her videos. And same thing with Rachel, same thing with Laura. All three of these gals are amazing. I love the free content that they put out so generously on their YouTube channels, but I'm also subscribed to their Patreons, which is another great way to support your favorite creators. And I hope you go check them out. Tell them that Natalie sent you. Go send them some love. If you haven't checked them out already, I know you're gonna love them. And that just about wraps it up for this video. I know it was a long one, so if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. I appreciate it so, so much. I am so glad to have you guys along for whatever video I choose to share, whether it's decluttering and cleaning, a vlog, a favorites video like this one, or whatever else I decide to throw out there and see what the algorithm does. If you're here within that first week, be sure to enter that giveaway that I'm doing to say thank you guys so much for all the love, no matter what video it is that I put out. Thank you so much for spending a little part of your day here with me on my channel, and I'll catch you later.